Alright, time for some solo gathering in the black zone, and I am going to go deep. I will go into the middle of the black zone, and I am not going to use gathering gear because I don't know which resources I will find, and likewise all the gathering bonus may be wasted. And gathering gear is more expensive than these sheep boots 27k, sheep armor 60k, sheep helmet 20k. If I was using gathering gear, I would use tier 8 gear for the maximum bonus, but I will simply not know which resource I'm going to find. So let's try to go through the tunnel. Actually, Tree Lake northwest. Let's try to go through the tunnel. If I see people, I will walk around. But if I don't, I will go through the tunnel, because then I will be very close to the middle of the black zone already, which is what I want. I want to look through all these tier 7 and tier 8 maps. Right now it's like 2 hours after the reset, so maybe the game is still a little bit inactive, hopefully, even though this may not even be a good thing, because when the game is less active, gatherers have an easier time to gather all the resources away from me. How expensive am I? I am worth 1.4 million. With gathering gear, I would probably be worth 1.8. I would guess 400k more. I'm playing relatively dangerously risky. I will take a look at big stacks. I haven't died in a while gathering big stacks, so I will test the limits, see how far I can go. I mean, of course, there are some limitations. If there are some tier 8 stacks somewhere in some crazy maps, then I will be very careful. Go away, silence, I want to eat. Generally, I'm going to gather all the tier 6 resources except 6.0 stone. Once again, seems to me that gathering tier 6 is mandatory if one wants to have solid money per time. Otherwise, I have the feeling that I simply find too little of the tier 7, 6.1 and tier 8 stuff to be able to fill my inventory efficiently. Which is the main reason why I'm also using this boar, just to have a very nice carry weight bonus. Seems to me like that's really important. Oh, actually 6.1 stone. What is this wisp? Oh, it's only common. If the wisps are standing still, it's sometimes pretty hard to tell if they are rare or if they are common. Because the blue shimmer, or however you want to call it, it's kinda hard to spot sometimes. There's a healing gatherer. So I guess he would not be alone. Yeah, actually I didn't pay attention to his queue. Theoretically possible that he would be on the damage queue, and then it would be possible that he would be alone. After all, healers are basically impossible to kill when you're solo, and almost impossible to kill when you're only 2 people unless you're using ganking gear. So let's see if I can go through this tunnel without dying. Need to pay very close attention. No names. So very unlikely that an invisibility gank is happening. Looks good. And boom, I'm in a tier 7 map. Last time I went into the black zone, I think I gathered a lot in this map. Let's see if I can find this many resources here once again. 6.2 ore being taken. Sad. Not going to check the edge of the map. Usually not very promising. In the mist it's different. There the edge of the map is pretty good. But here in the black zone, let's not do so. Looks pretty empty so far. Where do I want to go? I want to go to the northwest. Southwest is kind of solid as well, but would lead me away from the middle of the black zone. Considering that I'm not seeing anything here, I will probably very quickly leave this map. Doesn't look too promising too far, so far. I'm not going to leave empty-handed, but I will not have made 2 million per hour, for sure. Not a single tier 7 resource up. Gatherers are clearing this map too much, I guess. It's a fire mage. The firewall. Pushback on his helmet. So maybe he's either ganking or trying to survive. One of the two things. No interesting resources here either. So I guess I'm going to enter the tier 8 map, which is presumably going to be way more empty than this one even. Even though maybe people are taking less of the tier 6 resources in tier 8 maps compared to tier 7 maps, but on the other hand it is going to be a forest. Likewise, there's a pretty valuable tier 6 resource. The hide. Probably not going to check out the big wood area, even though I would. The road spot is pretty nice. It's possible that I will gather a lot of tier 6 with this run. Lumberjack gear. But I couldn't even predict if I would even be able to reach this map. Imagine gankers being in the tunnel. Then I would have had to turn around and maybe have never entered this map. Possible. Seeing a lot of tier 6 wood, but nothing else. People not taking that. I may not even have enough lumberjack journals with me. If I will fill my whole inventory in this map. A real danger. 6 out of 7 charges, I should check it from time to time. Here people have been taking wood. Here people have been taking people. The only question is, will I find some tier 8 stuff? in this tier 8 map. And I want to check out the middle part there. There's a person, Hood and Scythe, pretty big guild. Possible that he has gankers as friends, or that he's a ganker himself. So I kinda don't want to stay too much in this gathering area, to be honest. I want to move a little bit away. I have been spotted after all. There's a person, Hood and Scythe once again. And he is reasonably interested in me, which is bad. He may do something for his huge guild. He may be scouting for his huge guild, but he may also be just trying to get into the Rhodes portal and do some random stuff there. Looks pretty empty. There was quite a bit of tier 6 wood in the gathering area. But that's nothing that's going to make me rich anyways. I may as well skip that and look for something better. I will not skip tier 6 wood that's directly in front of my nose. But people seeing me the whole time is not a situation that I want while gathering like this in tier 8 maps. Not too interested in that. Time to check out the big island there. But there's no corpse next to this moose, so I'm quite optimistic. 2 out of 5. 6.1 should always be worth it, I think. Not sure about this wolf though. Probably gonna skip that. I've seen so many corpses here in this map. And everything hide related that I have been gathering in this map has been on 1 out of 5 or 2 out of 5, so not going to spend my time fighting this annoying wolf. So annoying to fight those. Having to dodge the slow, having to dodge the damage over time attack. No corpse next to this wolf here. A tier 3 mob. Juicy, but no thanks. Somebody picked up silver. 3,700, it's a ganker. I need to get out very fast. I would have loved to invite him. He has an undead cape, so maybe he's not in a very big group. There he is again, I think. I really want to take a different path in this situation. Would have loved to go over this middle area there. But in this case I think I'll take the western route. Tier 8 ganking gear is concerning. A wolf is concerning. I also should have mounted up a tiny bit earlier. And I maybe don't want to take this bridge there. Usually gankers are not alone. Because solo ganking is pretty much trash in my opinion. And sooner or later most people realize that and gank in groups. Finding a lot of tier 6 wood and nothing else. Slowly getting a tiny bit of money. but not too much. Southwest is also an option. If I run into gankers again, I will maybe go over the desert. Through the desert. Tier 8 desert sounds promising, but Tier 8 maps are usually completely empty, just like this. There are no Tier 8 resources. If there were, I would make great money here, but there are simply no Tier 8 resources. Maybe I should do a PvE run into the middle of the Black Zone. Seems like I find a lot of high tier mobs. Just using the Galantors. Take all the high tier resources with me that I find on the way. And use some PvE gear so I have a very easy time doing these stronger mobs. Like there was a tier 3 level 8 mob. It's going to be like 500k or something, or maybe a million. Fame. Probably a million, right? Should be a million. Or even a little bit more, to be honest. There are some trees, but these annoying occultists would spawn things. There's a boar. 27% enchantment in this map. Not too terrible. Kinda should prioritize gathering the boar, to be honest. So much more valuable than all the other things here. So much more profit. But I'm not going to pass on these things. They are so close to me. I'll take it all. If I'm allowed to. It's a great map to gank. The ways are so narrow. So many bridges and stuff. It's really good for ganking. AKA really bad for me, but maybe not. Maybe it's a good thing. If there are gankers, then there may be less gatherers, unless these gankers are from some big guild from this map. And then all the gatherers from this map are safe from those wooden sky. I think one of these gatherers was from those guys. He was just using tier 5 and tier 6 gathering gear though. Weird. Not getting money yet. Don't want to get attacked by the wolf. I'll skip this tree. Any tier 8 resources. Or even tier 7. Like this boar was the only tier 7 thing I've even seen. Yet. Pretty damn empty. Just as usual, to be honest. No corpse? More than one piece? Does this may be some money, at least? Nope. Just no. Don't expect to find anything here on the edge of the map. Another tier 2 map. At least nobody is gathering tier 6 stone, so I will find some 6.1 stone from time to time. Not level 100 yet either on tier 6 stone gathering. So quite nice to find this stuff to get my level up in case of sometimes finding 6.3, which is actually valuable. 6.2 is okay. 6.1 is meh. When you have a lot of carry weight, it's worth it to take it. Just like I have because of the wild boar right now. Okay, tier 7 map. This one is usually empty as well. 7.1 wood is great. 5 out of 7 should be enough. But there could also be some ganking going on. Let's see. And other gatherers would also be interested in taking it. But maybe some gatherers think it's too dangerous to do so. I saw a name and there I see a name and it's... I couldn't see if those guys were using invisibility potions. Well. There is obviously a ganking group. I will take a charge on the roads portal because I don't know how many people are in this ganking group. And I guess I will have to skip the 7.1 big stack. The ganking group is patrolling there. Maybe it's going to turn to the Crystal Spider. But do I want to risk that? I inspect that one guy, but I didn't pay attention to the potions. If these guys gank me without invisibility potions, I don't think I will be in too much trouble unless I have like 15 people. But they may indeed have 15 people, to be honest. There's a person. These gankers again. Okay, so I am really not going to get this wood stack. And they're not interested in going for the spider, so maybe they don't have a healer? Are they waiting until the spider moves, maybe? I would like to go to the west of this map. But these people are blocking the way. Quite annoying. I could try to go around the south. Because if these gankers are there, I am basically putting myself now into a bad position where people would never expect me to walk this way, so maybe it's fine. We'll see. Why are they everywhere? Guys, please, stop. I want to go to the west. Because if these gankers are there, then maybe people are not taking the resources on the west. But I may as well go the eastern way and then check out the west. Having the safety from the exit there in the north. West. Even though I want to check out the northeast as well, since it's a tier 8 map. I don't want to risk going through the south. These gankers are waiting there everywhere. Some of them have fast mounts. Didn't see everyone. But some of them definitely have fast mounts, so gotta be careful. Did this one guy use a stalker jacket or did he have a useless jacket? The double-bladed staff. Because with a stalker jacket he may even be able to dismount me. He was just using tier 6 gear, so maybe not. How valuable is rare titanium ore right now? 2.4k, pretty nice. Nice, I didn't lose my Fort Sterling cape from the knockback. Which I shouldn't, because it's just a knockback. Some things are just not working that well though in this game. Or just randomly have another debuff as well. For some reason that only lasts for a couple of seconds. But triggers my Fort Sterling cape. Nobody wants that. This ganking group really doesn't seem to be interested in getting the spider for some reason. Maybe they really don't have a healer. Spiders are pretty solid loot though. I mean, it's not like you need some crazy healer for it, you know, just take a tier 5, tier 6 healing staff in your pocket on anybody. Doesn't even matter if you're not using, what's it called? Cloth armor. Even leather is fine. Like, healers are so insanely broken. You can just take a tier 5, tier 6 healing staff. Leather armor and still heal against tier 8 spider and shit. Like... And those staffs don't cost a lot. Like tier 5 staff, 5,000 silver. Just take one of these tier 5 staffs in your inventory so you can get these 2 million loot there, or 1 million. Like, probably spiders on like tier 7 and tier 8 are probably from 1 to 2 million loot, I would guess, on average. So just take a 5,000 silver healing staff with you when you run around with 1 million people and take this free money. That's just as valuable as killing me. And much easier than killing me. Running around for so long already. Also meaning my carry rate is going up slowly. But still, not really any loot. 1.2 million. The stuff in my inventory is worth like 700k. So I have 500k loot. That's pretty bad for running around for so long. Pretty bad. But to be honest, I didn't find much yet. Please be full. 3 out of 5 at least. Pretty good. 60k just like that. And maybe I will find stuff in this map. I will actually probably check out the west. The big stack is gone, so maybe this may be bad actually for me. Because now these people are maybe roaming around a little bit more, not camping around the stack anymore. Hopefully they're not doing so, but they have no idea where I am, so it's unlikely that I will have too many problems unless they catch me here. But I really want to go there. I really want to take a look. I may find stuff in this map. I probably do not really want to prioritize tier 8 maps over tier 7 maps, unless a tier 8 map is randomly very good. But I cannot know that beforehand. I mean, that's just always the case when I notice a map is really good, then I will just stay and check out every corner in this map. Of course. Just gotta stay flexible. I mean, I would assume that the skanking group took the 7.1 wood stack, to be honest. Five out of 5, 6.1 ore, that's not too shabby. 1.7k. Really don't want to spend too much time in my inventory. Ever in the black zone. Really dangerous. If I don't see a name because of that and get ganked by people with high speed or by invisibility, then I may just randomly die. Because I have randomly been checking around in my inventory. Which is completely unnecessary. It's not really giving me any important info. Being able to gather while getting attacked is so handy. This one dies really quickly, so let's just finish this off. Very soon my pork pie is running out. I will want to pay attention to that. Not finding anything great yet. I found some 6.2, which is not great, it's just nice. If I found the full stack of 6.3, for example, I would get like 300k. Just like that, I will just get, depending on my luck, 100k, or maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. Except from stone, of course. Stone is the biggest garbage on the planet. On tier 6, 5, 4. I'm here in the southwest. I'm definitely finding good amounts of resources though. If I was only gathering here from the start, then I would probably get to the 2 million per hour. But I had to walk a pretty long way to reach this map. I think when I'm going again, I will probably rather try to go over the, or not over, through the tier 8 desert instead. Because I will have cleared all the tier 6 resources in this map, definitely, and in the last map a little bit as well. But going through the tunnel may be the best option again. Could also try the other way. This is not a ganker, that's nice. Is he alone? He's not alone, that's annoying. That's really bad. But he's really not using gear that I usually need to be afraid of. Why the hell would he be in a group with gankers? Not saying that he is, but it's the only situation in which I would need to move more now. So do I need to move more? Probably not. Extremely unlikely. Always possible. You can never predict 100% of what people are doing. But should be extremely unlikely. Also, a lot of time has passed now in which I have not been seen. This shadow looks so big, it may be a tier 7 basalt elemental. It is possible, and it is enchanted. I like it. That's what I want to find. That's what I'm here for. Died really quickly as well. Kind of expected it to be a little bit more tanky. But I don't mind at all. Let's see how much money I will get from that. 9 pieces after all. Getting probably 2 pieces per tick, I would say. So 21 from 9. Pretty good. 67k. Ooh, 7.2. Starting to find some things. Some good things. Starting to get a little bit of money. 7.1. I like it, I like it. 23% enchantment in this map as well. Like every 5th resource is enchanted. Even a little bit more. Those gankers may have helped me a little bit here. They were kind of blocking the way to the west. So maybe some people have not been gathering here now. 7.1. Pretty good. Like every 7.1 resource is pretty damn good though. Well, actually, ore should be much better than at least wood. Should also be better than fiber. Definitely better than stone. 7.1 stone should be the worst. Even though I'm not 100% sure. if 7.1 wood is better or worse than 7.1 stone. Because wood is also pretty damn terrible. Getting a nice amount of resources here. My carry weight is going up a lot, but I can still change my boots as well for some additional carry weight, which I will definitely do if I continue gathering here. If I continue finding this much stuff here. Person, not a dangerous one, very nice. Hopefully he's not able to gather resources. Oh, there's some 6.1 ore, but shouldn't I have already taken that? I probably went very close to the territory. Very possible. 5 out of 5. So I haven't been taking it yet. Nobody doing the spider, like what's going on? Spider is so much free money. And it's not even that risky. Because it's so fast when you're in a big group. And when you're in a small group, just take some sheep gear. You just need tier 6 gear or anything, like, it's enough. Don't need much. Don't even need to dodge much. Like, you can tank all the jumps. You can just tank it, doesn't matter. So easy with a healer. This guy is doing PvE. If he was super low, I may have tried to fight him, but I may lose a fight if he's full HP and is not playing too terribly wrong. 81% carry weight. I wonder how high the teleport costs will be. My last run in the road it did cost me like 300k and I had a lot of loot. Right now only 138. Finding so many things here in the west. So good. Sadly not enchanted, but nonetheless still very nice. Very nice, very nice. I'm in a terrible spot right now. If I got found by a good ganking group right here, I would die. Like if 3 gankers position here in the north and 3 gankers position here in the south. It doesn't even need to be a big ganking group. Just 7 people, 6 people, and I'm dead. I'm just dead. Nothing I can do. So being in this position here is pretty damn risky in a way. But the chance is also very low that people will find me in time. That's another thing, you know. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. I'll just be here for maybe 1 minute in this area. When I'm a little bit further away from the lake, I'm in a much better spot to escape. Right here though, it's very dangerous. If I get spotted. If somebody finds me. Wasn't there some 6.1 ore as well somewhere? I don't know. Really finding quite a lot of stuff here. Really nice. I'm pretty optimistic that I reached the 2 million per hour already. Thanks to this map. So many things. And a lot of these things are enchanted. Very high chance. Oh, Master or Minor Tome as well. Very good. And I have a very high chance to find at least 1 or 2 6.3 things, 5.3 things, or 7.3 things in this map. Because there are so many resources up, and the enchantment rate is so high. Definitely have a very good chance of finding something on 0.3 that's not taken yet. Considering how many things I'm finding here. So there's a potential to get an additional like 300k somewhere. Or even more if I'm really lucky and get some 7.3 thing. Which is always possible, just not very likely. Most of the tier 7 resources are taken after all. After all. Saying this word a lot today. But it's a pretty good word. What can you do? Resources. Not too lucky with the enchantment, considering how many resources I'm finding yet. But on the other hand, pretty lucky because I got a Master Minotaur. Minotaur. This guy is also in a party. And he's playing a weird offhand, but maybe because he wants to level it. That would make sense. More tier 6 and tier 7 resources, please. Preferably with some enchantment. How much of this eastern side of this lake have I already checked out? Quite a bit already, right? Should have been here already. Who else takes 6.1 stone? This should have been me, I guess. That would be my guess. Is there a place in this map that I haven't gathered in yet? Oh, there's another elemental resource. Elemental. I like it. I'm going to reach 100% carry weight in this map, I think. Pretty sure. Pretty sure about that. Finding quite some tier 7 resources now. Pretty damn good. And I think I can, right? I can even get a tier 8 gathering tome from gathering tier 7 resources, I think. I believe. Pretty sure. I think that's how it works. I probably do not want to return to this map because after I'm teleporting out of here, it will be empty. But maybe the neighbor maps are just as good? Probably not. Considering that the neighboring maps, like it's all tier 8 maps, right? Tier 8, tier 8, tier 8. This map is cornered by tier 8 maps. It's pretty crazy. Pretty fun. Pretty interesting. People are probably busy clearing all the tier 8 maps before coming into this map. I mean, tier 8 resources are quite a bit more valuable than what I'm finding here. But easily reaching the 2 million per hour, I think. Still only gathering for, or running around for 44 minutes, and I already have like 1.6, 1.5 million loot. So I'm pretty positive on that. Not going to go to this ruined door. I know that it is on 1 out of 5 basically. Not 100% sure because it can also be higher, but the chance is extremely low. Time to change my boots. to carry weight. Still got a little bit left. Anything nice here? Otherwise I'm going to check out the rest of the west, and I'm also going to check out the north. Found so many things in this map that I will check out everything, even though I've now seen competition. I've found some gathering competition right there, which is bad for me. Much worse than gankers. Much worse. Because gankers at least don't gather the tier 6 and tier 7 resources. Except maybe hide, who knows. Depends on the gankers, I guess. Anything else left for me? Have I already been here? Yeah, I've been here. But have I been here? Nope, there's still a tier 6 tree standing. I haven't been here yet. Not finding anything anymore. And when I'm about to say such a thing, I run into two 6.1 stacks. Hopefully both being full. But the enchantment rate is pretty high here, so definitely not too unusual. Haven't found a 6.3 thing yet, which is pretty sad, considering how many resources I'm finding. 6.3, 5.3, 7.3, anything goes, anything's good. Haven't seen anything of that kind yet. Oh, an aspect. The worst possible aspect to find in the open black zone. Nonetheless an aspect. This thing is rare. I mean, if it's tier 8, I'm going to throw away a few tier 6 resources and I'll get some tier 8 stuff. I don't mind at all. How long does it take to close? 26 seconds. How much can I gather of this stuff? Probably everything. If it's tier 8, it will be worth it to stay and throw away some tier 6 things. And it is tier 6. And that's garbage. There's a person that is somewhat interested in me. So I do want to... No, I don't need to care too much. I would assume. They never have seen me dismounted. They now believe that I'm either a transporter or a gatherer, which is okay. There's no real sign for them that I am actually gathering here. Even though they can definitely have seen that my boots are on carry weight. I'll quickly take a look into this whole corner and see if I find anything valuable. Otherwise I'll take some tier 6 resources. Tier 7 resources. But I'm finding so many enchanted things, which I also should because of the high enchantment rate, that I have the feeling that I should be looking for some better stuff while I'm already here. And I've got rewarded, I found some 7.1. Can I find something else? 6.1 is so good as well. I'm just going to teleport if I reach the 100%. Don't need to worry too much. 6.2 is of course amazing. 3 out of 5 even. This map has been pretty damn good for me. I think I'm leaving now though. Don't think I want to be looking for too much more. I mean, I will gather something to reach 100%. And teleport, 150k teleport cost. So far, so good. Definitely reached the 2 million per hour so far. I've been running around for 50 minutes now, and I've gotten like 1.8 million loot. So, pretty good. Loot. This tier 7 map was pretty good. 1.88 million loot. Need a few more journals. And I'll take one more pork pie just in case. Boom. Boom. Few more of these. And one more stonecutter journal. And second try. Northwest seemed to be pretty good. Let's see if I can go through the tunnel once again without getting disturbed. Fisher boots. Crazy. Maybe this guy wants to do some funny stuff in the static. Definitely possible. Pushing away people very far into some insanely strong mobs can definitely work. Let's see if there are gankers in that tunnel now. Another guy with the same build. I mean, maybe they just want to gank there. Even though they don't really have any damage. So they will not be able to dismount anybody. They can push people around a lot, but... Also, when the CC doesn't stack, meaning one push will be much worse than the first push. The first forced movement effect. Last time I went this northern way at the roads portal. So I will go for the southern way now. Because it's still possible to find some 5.3, 6.3 in this map. 5.2 stone, I'll not take that. I will not take that. But I will take all these tier 6 resources. Don't mind me. I'll take it. Getting a lot of wood, maybe lumberjack gear. Definitely something that one can think about when always taking the same route. There's some wood, but don't want to deal with these mobs. And there's rare runic ore. Let's take it before it loses its enchantment. And there's rare bloat. And that's why I went the other way. This is exactly why I went the other way now. Because there's definitely the chance that I will stumble upon some good things. Definitely always possible. Even in garbage maps, which this one is. Like, this is just 13%, tier 6, close to town. Can't really gather much here. Because people will be here gathering even low tier stuff. And this map is reasonably dangerous because it's so close to town. Weak ganking groups will be here. So a little bit dangerous. Not crazily dangerous, but a little bit dangerous. Also, some people will move through this map because they simply have to. Because it's just on their way. But that's basically happening almost everywhere in the Black Zone, to be honest. So not really an argument for anything. What is this resource there? I cannot see it. What's this resource there? It's a resource that's not there. Fair enough. Do I want to make this thing even smaller? Can I? How the hell do I do things here? How do I change it? I know that I've been doing it in the past. I know that I've done that. Can I do it now? Lock size. Oh, okay, I locked the size. Now I cannot change it anymore, which is good. But I want to make it smaller. This is enough. Lock size. Perfect. This guy is not dangerous and almost never going to be in a ganking group and telling his friends now that I'm entering. Well, there was an invisible person. I mean, there is an invisible person who told his friends that I've entered. So I cannot go this way. I will go a different way. I will go to the northwest, southwest. Time to walk a different way. There will be people waiting in the middle of this map or at the end of this map and try to gank me with invisibility or even without. No matter which of the one is the case, which of the two is the case, of the two scenarios, I cannot go through this tunnel. I am very susceptible to ganks. Especially in a tunnel, like tunnels are the worst thing. The worst. Impossible to get out of there. Even if I was using a gallant horse. If I got ganked in the middle of the tunnel, I would even die with a gallant horse. Unless they are super weak. Which they may be, like that one guy looked like he was using tier 6 gear or something. So pretty damn bad and weak. But it would make sense to place a person with bad gear there. So people are less scared. I am less scared when I see this guy instead of some tier 8, tier 9 ganker. So it would definitely work to have like 2 or 3 weak gankers in your group. Just so people are less scared. Those people being on the edges. Those people being at the entrances and stuff. To scout, to cover, to do whatever. And since I'm taking tier 6 resources, since I'm using this sheep and high carry weight mount, I'm not even wasting my time here in this map. I'm still getting money. Probably not 200 million, 2 million per hour money, but I mean, if I find tons of tier 6 ore, which I am right now, I will maybe even reach 2 million per hour in this map. If I randomly get another aim, like Gathering Fame journal as well. And even enchanted stuff. Right now I'm constantly gathering, so when I'm constantly gathering tier 6 stuff, I can definitely reach 2 million per hour as well. Of course, sucks to have to not have gathering gear in these situations when gathering low tier stuff of one kind. But I didn't expect to stay in this map here. Like, I'm not even staying here. It's just that I couldn't go through the tunnel and I'm randomly finding tons of tier 6 ore. That can happen. But maybe in 1 or 2 maps I'm not finding any ore anymore because it may not be a map that even has ore in it. Because it's another biome. Cannot predict, cannot predict. maybe I'll be in... Ooh, maybe I'll be in some swamp. There I will not get any ore anymore. And that's not only true because it rhymes. So, southwest into southwest. Tier 6 map, tier 6 map. And kind of sad to walk through tier 6 maps now, but... that's how it is when the tunnel is occupied. Well, 6.1 is something. Missing my Q is something as well. Feels like I'm dealing more damage now compared to the past. But maybe I've been running around with the blood ladder and gathering gear? Probably not. Probably not. Unless I was using skinning gear. There are so many corpses that I'm not going to go for this moose. Legendary castle outpost chest. Very soon I will want to refresh my pork pie. 40 seconds. I can wait a little bit longer. Finding some things here. Well, while I'm already doing one move, I may as well do both at the same time then. I got hit by the slow, amazing. And I also got hit by the damage over time effect, but okay, when I'm getting hit by the slow, I will not have enough movement speed to get away from the wolf just by walking. It's pretty important to just dodge everything actually. The slow also takes forever. So if I have to mount up and run away from gankers and I'm still slowed, I will probably be done. Especially without a gallant horse ability. Not much of a time waste here though. I'm finding relatively decent amounts of resources. Not going to go for the moose. Most likely only one piece. But there are two mooses. Or however you say that in plural. But one person saw me, which is annoying. Don't really want to be seen. I could take a look at the health of that guy who's doing things there. Somebody's obviously doing the thing and maybe he's alone. And then I can maybe snipe him with my blood ladder E. How much HP do you have? A lot. Weird gear. Pretty strong for 1v1 though. Of course, with the mining boots, he's not going to kill anybody, but he's not going to die either. 6.0, 6.1. I want the 6.1. Do I want to go for it? Not going to be much money. Do I want to skip the swamp? This guy is naked. Beer pause. A guild that also ganks. I could just skip the 6.1 stack and go to the northwest immediately. But I could also find tons of tier 6 ore in this map. How is it so cold? The beer pause guy Actually, suicide. How is it so cold? I was hoping for a little bit more. Or a little bit more. Or one being empty, one only having 2 stacks, pieces. Some people have been gathering. Not nice. But I'm right at the hideout as well, so maybe that's a reason. Thought about taking the tier 6 fiber, but I'll find enough of that stuff. Or not, everybody took... somebody took everything here. But nobody taking the 6.1 big stack. But also nobody should be ganking it, to be honest. It's practically garbage. For most people. Is somebody there? Nope. It's all for me. It's just that all of that is not very much. Somebody left one piece on it. This seems to be a gatherer. Or maybe a transporter. Also possible. I really could be skipping the tier 8 swamp. I've been there a million times and it has always been completely bad for me. Either empty or too many gankers. But who knows. Tier 6, I don't want that. 7.0, I want that, but I don't want to go into this corner. So... do I ignore it? Do I want to go into the east? Oh. Let's take a little look at how the situation is in this map. Empty, 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 empty. There's something, I think. There's something as well. This guy doesn't matter. I am seeing something. This one dude is doing PvE, it seems like, and he's also gathering. Oh, there's something. People are doing the castle outpost. Legendary once again. Everything legendary. Is that some kind of event or something? Probably a lot of loot, definitely, I would say, I would guess at least. Are there more resources? I kinda would like to take the tier 7 ore, but the position is so insanely terrible, but it's also so insanely worthless. Some people would gather it though, so some gankers would gank it as well. Actually managed to get myself between these two. I think I want to take a look at the east. I do think so. Am I finding enough resources in this map? I've definitely seen a dude who's gathering, which is bad. For me. Just thinking about how the hell did this guy manage to get here? Because if you can't manage to get through the starting maps of the Black Zone portals, then probably not good to use such a mount. But if you manage to get through these maps with this mount, then it may be good enough. If you needed 4 tries for it though, it's probably not good enough to actually play in the Black Zone. Looks pretty empty here on the edge so far, but I haven't seen much yet. So I don't know if I should already be making such assumptions, but now it's looking a little bit more empty even. Oh, beautiful. 500k. So what's valuable here? This was very valuable. 14k, 5k, nice stackable, but 14k, meh. I don't have too much space in my inventory. I'll take that as well. But this should be it. Another purple drone. It's not too long ago that I've had one of those. Resource-wise, it looked pretty empty. Nobody seems to be taking the tier 7 ore. Do I want to go there and risk my life for 60k? For loot that's worth 60k? Is that what I want to do right now? I would say it probably isn't what I want to do, but the resources here are taken as well. Let's not go this way. Let's just check out the north a little bit more and then go deeper. Go into the tier 8 map. 6.2. Sadly the worst 6.2 in the game. But nonetheless, something that I want to gather. Worth more than 1k per piece. $6.1. 45% carry weight already. And I haven't been going very far yet. Have I even been in a tier 8 map yet? This run? Probably not, no. The swamp is going to be the first tier 8 map that I'm going to enter in this run. In the second run. Any resources? Looks pretty damn empty. To be honest. So it's time to leave. Why did I even stay so long? I found a couple of tier 6 resources in some random places. I guess. Tons of 6.1 stone. Tons of 6.1 stone. And sadly I'm not filling journals with it. Kind of sad. Kind of sad. What are the things I would throw away? Definitely not that, but this is something to throw away. This is something to throw away. Why did I even loot this? Well, let's see if I will have inventory space issues or not. Do I give the north a little chance? Probably not. It's so unlikely that there will be anything. I will check out this little plateau though. Let's give this map a chance. 1 out of 5 is a bad sign. 1 out of 5 on that is also a very bad sign. 1 out of 5. Okay, one more. Okay, empty. Nope. Time to leave. Time to leave this map. Could check around the golden chest there. Maybe somebody didn't gather there. Also around the lake. But meh. Nah. I'll continue. And maybe? Nah. Northwest, northeast is the way to go. %50 carry rate. This is only worth 8k. This is only worth 5k. Can always eat the bags, can always throw away the tier 7 fiber. It's also not worth anything, but it's a good thing that I would like to keep and would like to find more of it. But it's not guaranteed that I will. This roads portal is really good. This guy doesn't matter. I do see a lot of swamp dragons, but I also see swamp dragon corpses. So I doubt that I want to kill that one. I do want to kill this one. There's no corpse here and it's enchanted. Like worth 3k per piece or maybe 2.7 or something. 1 out of 5 only, sadly. Have I just been gathering that? So it just respawned, I guess. But I'll take it. I'll walk this short way back to take it again. People taking the swamp dragons. Sad. Swamp dragon corpse. Good stuff being gone. Do I want to go into this area? Probably, I mean, I would gather everything that's in there. But I see dangerous people so often there. Do I want to take a free use in the portal? People really like to gank here. 5 out of 11. How much is that? I would guess 300k. 300k. Depending on how much I get, but I would guess 300k. Actually finding a tier 8 resource. Is this the first tier 8 resource I found today? I think so, right? I think I didn't find anything in the tier 8 forest that I've been in. And here I'm finding such a beautiful, very expensive thing. And I'm getting pretty lucky on the premium bonus and gathering bonus. Bonuses are not that insanely high. Getting pretty lucky. This may be more than 300k. 8.2. Third best resource. Let's see. 420k. If I find something good, I will get rich. What can I say? Been training for so long. For this moment. Go into this road portal. To be safe from gankers. There's a fiber gathering area. 7 out of 7, 6 out of 7. Let's ignore this tree. But let's not ignore this one. I want this one. Maybe I will want the swamp dragon. Do I want the swamp dragon? Do I immediately want to go into the fiber area and try my luck? There will be a lot of tier 6, I think. Now I have quite a bit of cooldown, so I will check out a little bit of this place here before I go into the area. Don't want to randomly die. Don't want to die randomly. I may need to throw away things somewhere. Possibly. Okay, time to go into the area. So many trees. Nobody's gathering this garbage. Can I find more tier 8 stuff and just get rich? Just get rich for free. Happens so rarely. Was there something in the south? Was there a tree that was enchanted on tier 8? Nope. It was just wishful thinking, if that's a word. Tier 7. Tier 7 fiber. So maybe I will not want to throw away my tier 7 fiber anymore. This is definitely potentially a dangerous map. So there's a person who was dismounted. Do I want to teleport? Another dismounted person. Do I have to teleport here? I may have to teleport. Because I'm in a terrible spot. Yeah, I went invisible, yeah. It's better to teleport. I mean, I really would have loved to inspect these guys and see everything, but my time is very limited. I may not survive. I may actually not survive if I don't teleport out there. It's a very dangerous map there. So I played it very safe right here, right now. Do I want to go for another run? No, I don't. I don't. Probably the best call to teleport out there. This was potentially very dangerous. Like, I was here, the roads portal is here. There's one dismounted person waiting here. Which is okay. One is okay. But if they have one more dismounted person, and the first one is able to dismount me, then I will not be able to reach the roads portal anymore and die. They had a dismounted person in the northwest as well. And they most likely had this area covered as well. Because people gank this gathering area pretty often. Because it's just a very good gathering area. I was playing very safe in this situation, but it's also one of the most dangerous maps. And I'm just using the wild boar. It has no ability. It's very easy for me to die with this. One tier 8 or tier 9 beer paw player can dismount me solo. A claws player can't. A double-bladed staff with the stalker jacket can dismount me solo as well. On tier 8 or tier 9. Maybe even tier 7 as well, depending on how he manages to reach me. If he can manage, if he manages to stun me, then he will definitely dismount me. If he somehow manages to get rid of my Fort Sterling cape before using his W on me, then he can dismount me. But also the slow may be enough. The slow also may be enough while he still has some movement speed. Anyhow, pretty good loot. 3.66 million in 1 hour and 25 minutes, of which I talked for like 2 or 3 minutes standing AFK here in the Limmer's portal. Pretty good loot. Pretty good loot.